hello everyone, and thank you for being there. First of all, congrats, Chloe. Félicitations for being the winner of the FRC. And yeah, congrats. It's good to see a Frenchman here. I mean, as a Frenchman myself. So we'll start from left to right. So Dan, you'll be the first. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Dan Lyegha, Rem Minase. I played since about Season 2 Heavensward. I don't really play solo queue that much anymore, but I'm really passionate about LP, as you saw today. I lost my voice a little bit, but there were some really amazing games. Claw's team, you know, obviously congratulations, Claw's team. It would have been nice to have played them. Naxam's team got to play them, and they put on like a crazy good show. People, even when bursts like weren't going through, people were still clapping like, "Dog, that was crazy," right? Like, so I think it's really good for PvP, and I think it's also really good for the community to actually see gentlemen like these leading the pack. So you know, we can move forward and hopefully get more people passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm Rizael from Ragnarok. I play PvP since Season 2 as well. Like, I really like fucking Light Proti. It's very nice. And the FRC was the opportunity to show to people that pre-made can be very nice and intense and very fun. Mm-hmm. Like, I hope they will like take that in, yeah, like open for example, get them fucking hyped up and do fucking pre-made seasons, man.
Yeah, man, more
that will be very nice of them.
Oh no, definitely.
I'm Naxam. I've been playing since Season 1. I started playing because my static got me into it pretty much. May was actually in my static back then. We've played a bunch of LP, loads of LP throughout like Season 1 to 4. And yeah, like from then it's just been, for me, LP is just so much more fun. You get to play with friends, and you have that higher level of play and the coordination for it. So it just that's just what I enjoy playing now. So that's what I do.
Okay, so my name is Meythia Yasuki. I've been playing since Season 1. Back then I was a tank, I was a paladin main. Back then it was my kind of gameplay. But since Heavensward I've been playing ranged role, Machinist and Bard. Machinist more mainly. As Naxam said, earlier seasons I was with him. Then we kind of got separated. But those games we had were like amazing. I loved them back then. And yeah, I've been jumping on 2 different teams. But the latest team I have right now, no one cares. We've been training a lot, and it is like the other said, LP is just a whole another level of competition. Solo queue is fun for what it is. You can find new people there, you can spot new talents, but when it comes down to really having fun in feast mode, you gotta play LP.
Thank you to you for. So my next question is, I mean, the FRC started with preliminaries. I think I said it correctly. So they will not be able to make fun of me this time. And so besides those preliminaries, once they ended, you had to train still for the semifinals and the finals. How did you do it, and how often did you do it?
Well, we were kind of really late on finding a team, so we were like having troubles finding a melee. We were originally planning to get Hayase, if that's a name for you, if you know him, but he's from Hungary, so he was unfortunately not eligible to participate in the FRC. Then we stumbled across Ollie and Ash, Rex and Tiax. We were with Dacian, the healer, which probably most of you know, and Nana. We kind of made it so that we had Ash as tank, me as ranged, Ollie as our melee, and Dacian as our healer. We trained like this, and it was going pretty well. Obviously, Ollie was a tank main. We had to switch him to melee and teach him It was kind of pain sometimes, but well, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, he dropped out to some reasons, and later we were training Rex, one of our subs, to be melee. And I mean, we were noticing how we were getting better. At first, we were like getting destroyed by other teams, but we wouldn't give up. We were like just keep continue playing. We wanted this, and we got better. We got the communication down and everything, and until finally we landed where we were in the FSC, which is an amazing experience for us. But well, unfortunately, if you watch this, I think you probably know that Rex wasn't able to attend, so we had to take our sub player, which was not drilled into melee, but this is just life, man.
Yeah, so after the qualifiers, I think we had a heads held high, I think, a little bit coming out of that, and we ended up kind of just chilling and not really doing anything for quite a while. I think it took like a couple of months for us to say, all right, we actually have to kind of start practicing now. And once we did, I can't remember exactly. I think we went against Zeg's team a bit, and maybe Dan's team a couple of times. We kind of got our asses handed to us a little bit, but then we just kept on going at it, and then we got our sync back. Me and Audacity were like, back then we were doing like really good bursts, and then suddenly we dropped our sync after the while of not playing, and then once we got it back, we knew we were in, and we just kept on practicing, changing our strats, trying different comps. Psycho plays all 3 tanks, so we were just trying them all out. Also, that was the time when White Mage got like huge buffs, so we were trying out White Mage a little bit, but we actually found Astro worked really well offensively, so we ended up using that quite a lot. But yeah, we had a few different comps lined up, which we did use, and yeah.
As for me, I joined like my team really late, since during the FSC announcement I was pretty busy. So when I like joined, it was already going on since weeks, I think. Like when I joined, they were like, yeah, we kind of can't really work out our coordination. So I was like, I'm gonna play melee. Like we trained a lot with Fever, like to do coordinated bursts. And then I kind of wanted to change comps, but they didn't want to at this time. And then after the semifinals, they were like, yeah, we can try difference. So we went for me on Dragoon and then on Black Mage. And then I said to Zeg, like, if you're comfortable with range, you can do it. I will tank for you. And then it worked pretty good. So yeah, we ran that.
Yeah, man, you won the FRC, so it did turn out pretty
Yeah.
okay, didn't it?
Like I went on tank and him on Black Mage, and then we took out Gabriel on melee since he was on the bench since months. He was like, damn guys, you released the Lord of Darkness. Yeah, it was very amazing.
Yeah, Gab's a great guy to have on your team, man. Like, no matter what's happening, he's got like a really positive vibe, so yeah.
Yeah.
As for training with my team, we got to train quite a lot versus Kaze's team, so thank you very much to them. We got to play versus Riku's team, which consists of K, Jay-Z, Ben, Yukina. They help us almost find what suited us. Luckily, when it came down to communication, which I think is like probably the key factor in LP. So like if you are a team that is not sure whether or not that you want to go into LP, I definitely recommend it. All you need to do is be able to communicate. Everyone, 3, 2, 1, hit this button now, and then something just like spontaneously explodes. So I think anybody can do it. Obviously, like when you start getting against more competitive teams, you got to really start like learning a bit more depth to the game. But the nice thing about LP is there's much more depth to it than there is in solo queue. But yeah, no, we got to train against all those fantastic teams. But that was about a month ago. But I think honestly, when we went in the FRC, even though we lost today, we were incredibly happy with our performance. A lot of people came up and said, we played really solid. Also, Nax brought up, the second game, we came out like, they were like, dog, what the hell? What happened to you guys? But, we were just so happy that we got to show, like, what our team can do. Because we had trained so much, and when it came down to FRC, we were so nervous. I think the time off was actually beneficial to us. So I'm really happy with the result today.
Just so you know, we only have about 10 minutes left before the concert, so we'll be trying to go a bit faster. And so the thing is, the next question is a bit long. It's about the current meta. It's about what you would like to see if change in Fist. So I know this is a long question. Do try to answer it fast. Thank you.
More buttons. At least like 4 more. And sprint. Bring back sprint. Like that should be mandatory. I'm tired of running around like I'm in slow motion, dog, all the time. There's a guy getting away from me and I gotta walk after him like I'm a goddamn hippopotamus or some shit like that. Excuse my French. But yeah, no, bring back sprint. That needs to be mandatory. I think also in terms of what's happening with PvP modes, I think Square Enix and also the community team put a lot of passion into their work. I think they work really hard. But I think what's made Clem such a successful face of PvP is he really listens to the players. And I think going forward with changes or PvP modes, if we could ask Square Enix to listen to their players, I think that would be great, and we can make a really great mode.
They can do some quick changes, like add 1 more slot for the talents, and bring back all PvP actions.
Yeah, no,
like
agreed.
you can keep your PvE skills. We don't care, but bring back the fucking PvP skills. They were very nice.
More depth to the game is what we want, especially in a solo queue environment.
Yeah, like these guys are saying, we really need more skills. Like the amount we've got is just nowhere near enough. I actually agree with Dan. Like you probably noticed, I use sprint. Like nobody else uses sprint for some reason, but I mean, there's reasons obviously, but like there's a reason that I use sprint over recoup, but I would like to use recoup. It's just I feel like sprint is too important, and so I think sprint should be just set there, and then you can use your additions after that. I just think, sprint is just like, it feels like something you need, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do feel like they need to really address the depth thing, because at the moment as Dragoon, all I can do is do damage. That's pretty much it. So I need to have some CC, something that I can do to help my team when we're back against the wall. So yeah, that's basically the main thing.
Well, I can only agree, right? Sprint, it's pretty much needed for about everyone in this game. On top of that, I think I personally do not like, I don't know how other people perceive it, but this game got changed for the flat amount of potency numbers and HP, but still there's like, even if it says this will deal 1000 potency, so translation 1000 damage, it would still go around 950, 1050. There's a variance there, just like in PvE, of course. However, if you see some people running around with 1%, sometimes that's like, well, was that maybe if the LB did 200 more damage, which it could have been able to, but we got unlucky on the RNG. I mean, if you already go ahead and make the potency to damage relation, you might as well just completely make it I don't know how it's technically possible, but a flat amount of damage. This is one thing I personally think should probably be a thing. Skills, we want more skills. Everyone wants more skills. Everyone wants to be a piano player like Benjamin, which we yeah.
Next question, we are going to talk about perception, and we're still trying to do it fast, but you're doing good so fast. So the question is, what do you like about Fist? And you know that Fist is kinda seen as that mode with only boosters and win traders. And what is your opinion? Why do you think that this is the case? And how do you think that this can be solved and PvP be seen in a more positive light, especially Fist, since Frontline doesn't have that much of a problem?
What I like about Feast, I'd probably need a bit more to think about it. I don't know how much. I mean, I am quite certain that everyone here can. No, I just mean it like, why do I even like it? I don't even know. There's like, why? I mean, it is some way. It is addicting at some way, like a fucking MOBA. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just a cuss word? I'm really sorry. It is addictive, but at the same time, you can see yourself getting better at some points. You can see yourself making decisions which you would have done half a year ago, which you would never do now, and that's kind of a really good thing to have this. Oh, I got better. I would have done this, and that would probably lost after the match. Everyone should look at themselves first, right? I'm not a and yeah, and of course the LP. The LP is why I keep playing probably. I hope that Square Enix is gonna keep something up for us to have some reason to play. We really hope that. We will see. I hope it's not that it's in 2 years the next FRC. I mean, of course, we want to go to the next FRC if there's the one, but something in between, give us something, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for me, it's, I think the main reason I keep playing right now is because of my team. Like, my team pretty much consists of almost entirely my static. Well, previous members of my static, like raid members and stuff, and we've known each other for years. Like me, Sherry, Psycho, we came FanFest 2 years ago and competed there. Jin, I've known for ages. Audacity is a good friend of Psycho's, and we got him in as arranged because Sherry didn't want to participate too much. But yeah, we're all just like really close friends, and like it's really fun to just play with them. As for the mode itself, I guess it's just a really unique thing and a type of PvP in an MMO. You don't usually see the whole, you know, tank healer and then DPS combo. At least I don't. I mean, you know, I haven't played that many MMOs, so I'm not 100% sure on this, but it just feels like the team coordination between all the different roles is like, it flows really well sometimes. I just like that, that whole flow with the different roles, I guess.
Pretty much like the shooter said, it's like when you play with your friends, and when you get the rewards of winning because you practice with your team, like your coordination, the burst, like swap targets, the calls and all, like, yeah. And I hope they take that in consideration, like the dev teams, like to keep us playing the game, like bring back pre-made seasons.
Yeah.
That will make us very happy, I think.
Yeah, I think pre-made seasons like
we really need that.
30, that would be amazing. Yeah. As to why I like Feast, I guess when it just comes down to what kind of person you are. Like when you play a game like this, you can either take it easy, you can have a hard day at work, you come back home, and then you want to just chill out. But some guys, you know, like you get good at the game, and then you think to yourself, like, you know, I wonder how I shape up against somebody else who might do the same role as me. And that curiosity leads you to something like Feast. In the beginning in Heavensward, it led me to Frontline. You warmed up there. I think in LP, and one thing I do like about Feast is that you still get that essence of depth that I was talking about that you get in LP that used to be in Heavensward, because you all become one mind, and everyone's got a whole bunch of different skills that when you use them together, you get something cool, like a kill, and people cheer and clap, and like May said, you know, it gets addictive to see your own progress after a time. You know, you come in, you're not the best guy on the face of the planet, but after a while, you start playing better, you get like a bit of respect, and I guess also as long as Warrior's still around and you can still cleave people, I'll still be playing. I love that move. Cleaving never gets old. You get like someone down to like 2k HP, BAM! And the technical difference.
I have 1 minute before they take Adalric. We might do this in some kind of talk show on Twitch, and we might finish this. But before that, we have 1 minute for you all to give me your final thoughts.
Give you
Your final thoughts.
final thoughts. Thank you very much for putting this all together, to Square Enix. Also, thank you to Adalric. You know, it's been a pleasure to meet everyone here. That's another thing that I like about Feast. It might be a double-edged sword. Sure, there's win traders, sure, there's boosters, but you get to meet really nice gentlemen like this, and also the gentleman over there, and the ladies as well. But usually they're taken. Nax has got a nice one. But yeah, you get to meet really amazing people. So yeah. Anyway. Cool.
Yeah, and like thanks to everyone that was cheering us, like the Lala crew. Like I won't forget them. Also, yeah, thanks to Square Enix for organizing this, like giving the chance to meet fucking people, man, that we knew since 2 years on the game.
Yeah.
We finally get to like have an image of them when we see the name, you see.
Yeah, and they see them flaming and feasting.
Yeah, so shout out to Phoenix crew. Thanks for cheering us on and everything. Yeah, just thanks to Square Enix again for putting this on. This is like, I think this is a huge step forward for Feast, for that we have this support from Square Enix, and I hope it continues.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a nice experience. I've made some new bonds with people, which I really enjoy, and about everyone here is amazing. And I think this whole FFXIV thing changed a lot of views about people in general for other people.
Okay, thank you. So I'll wrap it up, and thank you again. Great congratulations to you all for making it this far. Kind of on the back of my team. But all right, I look forward to seeing what you guys do in next RP or in next light party endeavors like Chaos Cup, of course. But there's also World Cup coming, so I'm curious to see what will happen. And on that note, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Naxam. Thank you, May. You were great.